Greetings, Dr. Joseph Martin here. It just so happens to be Earth Day 2014, which is April 22nd. So happy Earth Day to our Earth Mother and all our relations, and to you, those watching and listening, whether or not it's Earth Day or a date after that. The topic for today is Karma and Dharma. Create your own evolutionary path. Now, I'd like just to start before we define the terms to say that I get questions a lot from people, and I know you're probably wondering as well. We all wonder, I myself do too, about, how can we create our best possible future? Is there a fate that's going to happen to me, or do I have any control or choice in the matter at all? And what can I do to make this happen and make it the best life possible for myself? Well, the point is, yes, there is karma and reincarnation, and we'll get into that in a moment. The most important point, though, of course, would be that you do have choice. And depending on the choices you make in your thoughts and your feelings and your attitudes and your actions in every moment of every day and night, that will determine the results that will be coming to you in the days and weeks and months and years and lives to come. So it's important to realize that it's all up to you. It's your choice, and self-realization and self-responsibility will be the best and only ways to determine what's going to happen to you in the future. So let's look at our terms. Karma. Now, that's a term that's defined as actions that will come to you based on things that you think and you feel and you say and you do. So the cause is what you're thinking and what you're feeling and what you're saying and the actions that you take in the world. The effect will be good or bad results based on the quality, and that is the virtuous or non-virtuous quality of your thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. And in fact, this karma was a cosmic principle, it's a cosmic law. It happens for all things in the universe and all beings in the universe. It's the second law of thermodynamics. For every action, there is an equal reaction, but for every action, there is an underlying principle or cause, a cosmic cause, a human cause. So karma is a term that we use more frequently in the 21st century in the vernacular as a way to look at things that are happening to us. So even common folks, all of us use the word, oh, that's good karma, that's bad karma. We understand intuitively within the depths of our psyche and now coming to our consciousness that karma is an eternal law and we need to understand it and act rightly so as to improve our karma now and in the future. Karma obviously means that there is such a thing for humans, at least, and certainly all other creatures, as reincarnation. So the good or bad results of your past karmas will come to you as fate or destiny in this life or a future life. If you have bad karma from past lives, you're here again to switch it up, to change, to make a different, better, more righteous, more virtuous choice, and act in an upright way, in a more caring, loving, empathetic, and positive way, with positive vibrations. And those good changes that you're making in your thoughts and feelings and words and actions will have a positive result now and in the future. Very important to realize this. Now, some of you have done some past live readings, and some of you might be interested in that, and I do spiritual consultations, not counseling necessarily, but consultations. You can find this on my website, josephmartinlivingintwoworlds.com, in which I will be able to support you by reading your past lives and giving you an open-ended discussion on karma and what your positive choices, maybe even your spiritual contract might be with yourself and with Source and with certain other people in your life in this present day life now. So that's a discussion of karma. Now, Dharma is something also that's related, you could say, Dharma as well as a cosmic principle. Dharma is something, I'm just going to read you a little something here. It's quite important we understand the nature of Dharma. It's the basis of Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, and the new Christed consciousness that's now universal and worldwide. Dharma, as I've said, is a cosmic principle. It's a cosmic order, that everything is in a unified order of an electromagnetic energy field. And Dharma for human beings resolves into knowing what your duties are, the principles by which you choose to live, the virtues that you have as a source of your being and words and thoughts and actions, and also the fact that Dharma is a wheel and it circles around. And so here's how Dharma is interrelated with karma. Dharma is often depicted in Buddhism as an eight-pointed spoked wheel, and you have to look at all the eight principles of Buddhist practice, and also in Vedanta in Hinduism, the 8 steps on the ladder of deep yogic meditation, which we'll get into at the end of our discussion in this YouTube video. Dharma is your conduct, it's your virtues, it's your purification of karma. Dharma is purification of karma. It's your moral transformation, it's your spiritual transformation. It's moving into a higher super consciousness of the Christ consciousness and the cosmic consciousness. That's what Dharma is now in the 21st century for all of us, irregardless of our religious or spiritual backgrounds or practices. There really is only one of us here, and we're all part of this great cosmic order and unified field. Let's look at then how you can switch it up. In terms of the thoughts that come up for you every day, we have a lot of self-shaming thoughts and self-negative thoughts and provocative thoughts, judgmental thoughts on ourselves and on others. This is the old pattern. This creates definitely bad karma for all of us when you have these non-positive, judgmental thoughts, negative, hateful, spiteful, jealous, whatever. This is bad karma. Whatever you think will eventually be thought about you, because your mind is a mirror and people can read it, and it's going to come back to you because they'll have the same thoughts and send them back to you. That's how we've got to this state in the planet in the 21st century, as if we haven't had it for quite a while, where there's still lots of conflict and war and hatred and murder. It's because we're throwing these negative thoughts around, and all these things are picked up by other people's psyches and collective psyche. So on an emotional level, we need to look at our emotions as well. Now, obviously, we're not always positive and up. So whenever you have feelings of fear or shame or anger or sadness, you do need to transform these energies and be clear and strong and about the fact that you do need to, maybe through psychotherapy or lots of deep emotional transformational inner work, you need to take these emotions positively and productively in a transfigurational way. And you can thereby move your emotions karmically to the ones that we were originally created to be, which is joy. Our truest nature is joy. So when you can get to the place inside yourself of feeling the joy authentically, then you will be able to express and experience this with yourself day by day and with all the others and all our relations, including Mother Earth. Joy in her beauty. So the emotions are the emotions of beauty, goodness, joy, and leading you towards the experience of truth. Now, intuition, we know that a lot of people on the planet these days are collectively increasing their intuitional empowerment. This is a good thing because that will lead you to knowing and experiencing the true Dharma and the path of good karma by using your intuition and moving into that place of light. And that's the substance of our next YouTube video as well. Attitudes are important, always staying positive about yourself, your life, your hopeful life on a day-to-day basis, that things will get better for you as you choose the path of good karma. And in our First Nations way, we say the good red road. Choose to be on the good red road and have the values and attitudes and virtues of someone who is a peacemaker. The future for all warriors, men and women, is to become a spiritual peacemaker warrior, one who is a servant of all. And that's a real blessing, because the greatest happiness is to be of the greatest service to all those around us, now and into the future. How do you become maybe more quickly? Not that we need to do this quickly, because the spiritual mystical path evolves gradually within us. You can perhaps choose to look into some very positive, powerful means of creating and choosing to create a much more clear, direct, positive path, straight path to your evolutionary future. And that would be through experiencing something like Kundalini Yoga, which has been brought back to us here in the last 100 years by Paramahansa Yogananda and his root guru, Babaji Nagaraj. And you see an image of him here on one of the books that we have about Babaji Nagaraj. You might want to read Yogananda's Autobiography of a Yogi and The Second Coming of the Christ Consciousness, a lovely 2-volume paperback version. When you start to experience Kundalini Kriya Yoga and you see the light in your third eye and your heart starts to open and you move into the path of heart with virtuousness and righteousness and peace, you will experience increasing good karma and get yourself off the wheel of reincarnation, and eventually in this or a future life, perhaps soon to come in a future life, be able to get off the wheel of reincarnation and then choose to go wherever you want once you're in the afterlife. So remember, it's all your positive and your own personal choice about how you want to deal with your own karmas and transform and transfer all the bad energies of your negative karmas into positive karmas, and to be experiencing the cosmic order of the Dharma, the great righteousness and the peace, as we say in the Sikh and the Jain tradition, the peace and righteousness of the Dharma of the cosmos, as you unite your heart and superconsciousness with the Source. Blessings and love to all of you, Dr. Joseph Martin. Until the next time, peace in your heart.